Hey everyone, welcome back to Sacred Light Tarot. This is Anna, Virgo Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Cross Watchers. Welcome back. Do me a favor, guys, and hit that like button, subscribe if you have not yet already, and let me know in the comments down below how and if this resonated with you guys. We're going to take a look at, for those of you who might be feeling a bit stuck at the moment, and this is a general reading, so it may not resonate with everyone. Do keep in mind that any of the spreads that I do here on the channel, you are more than welcome to book a personal reading, and I can do the exact same spread for you on a personal basis. So if this does not resonate with you, always consider that as an option. Those links are in the description box below. Spirit, Source, Most High, Divine, Adonai, Elohim, I ask you into this reading to provide truth and clarity for those who seek it. All right, so what is it that is stuck for the Virgo collective right now? The King of Swords. Okay, so for some of you, you may be very, now, Aquarian energy is very fixed energy. There may be something that you, from a cerebral, from a mind perspective, are unwilling to budge on. Okay, this could be an ideal, a belief, something that you're saying, look, I'm just not willing to budge. The King of Swords, fixed energy, by the way. Nothing. I have an Aquarian moon. Okay, so thusly, whenever I make up my mind to have emotion for someone, be it a positive emotion or a negative emotion, I tend to stick with that emotion. Okay, it's very difficult for me to give up on that. Because it is a fixed sign. So do know what your chart placements are, guys, okay? What is the root of my discomfort with this? Well, more conflict in the mind space. So the Nine of Swords. You're overthinking the shit out of whatever this is, okay? And it's causing more stress the more that you think about it. It's a vicious cycle. So if there's something that you are very set on from a mind standpoint, from a thought processing standpoint, and then you continually overthink that with the Nine of Swords, keeping you up at night, you're not able to sleep. It's infesting your dreams. Infesting. Oh, that's an interesting word. I don't know where that came from. But some of you may be feeling as if this is quite unwelcome. Okay, this discomfort that you're feeling around this particular subject. What action might be helpful at this time, please, Spirit? What action? The Empress. Okay. Being open to receive, right? Figuring out a way to grow and expand instead of staying, I feel like, stuck in this constant loop of overthinking and trying to analyze what you're stuck in the mind space about and you have a very fixed viewpoint on. Let's see here. What is the lesson here? What is the lesson here, please, Spirit? Any advice? The Queen of Swords. Wow, okay. So the Queen of Swords is about seeing the truth. This is Libra energy. This is about seeing both sides. Okay, it's not justice, but it is about seeing the truth. Libra energy versus Aquarius energy. Very interesting. There are a lot of swords on this table. Not even gonna lie. The King of Swords... The King of Swords, Aquarian energy. Okay. To the Nine of Swords. To the Empress, Taurus, and Libra. Okay, the Divine Feminine. For some of you, this could involve a person. A specific person that you see as a divine counterpart. Okay? Could be a Divine Feminine, does not have to be. We all have Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine within us. And the Queen of Swords. Libra energy. It's about seeing the truth. It's also about cutting out what no longer serves you. Okay, so if this overthinking is getting to a critical point where you're not able to sleep, you're not able to move forward because of this, yeah, it's causing a lot of indecision here too. The Two of Pentacles underneath the bottom of the deck. It's like, should I or should I not? Should I or should I not? And you may be overanalyzing this to a point where it's causing you extreme distress in the mind. And you're like, you know what? Ultimately, at the end of things, is there love here? The Ace of Cups. Is this something that I have emotion for? Is this something that I truly have an overflowing cup of emotion for? Do I want a fresh new beginning here? Is this something that I'm willing to devote my all to in the heart space? Then I'm going to have to go with it, even if it means The Nine of Wands, breaking through. The Nine of Wands is one of two things. This is either putting your guard up against something, which in this case I feel like would be a bit of a disservice, considering that we do have the Ace of Cups here and the Ace of Pentacles on the either side of what I would consider to be this challenge card here. The Nine of Wands is about saying, if you're able to overcome this wounded this wounded state of mind, which I see here with the Nine of Swords, then you're able to have a brand new beginning, a stable new beginning. All right, the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups, one from the heart space. For some of you, you may be debating going back on whether or not this is going to be stable or whether it's going to be emotional. And the thing is that it can be both. Okay, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn here in the Ace of Pentacles. The Empress, Taurus, and Libra. You're going to have to allow yourself to grow and expand here in this situation. You're going to have to allow for growth and expansion. Okay, perhaps maybe whenever you have been holding yourself back from it with that Nine of Wands. What is this King of Swords, please, Spirit? What is this King of Swords, if you would? What is this King of Swords? The King of Swords. Give me two, please, Spirit. Give me two. Okay, there we go. The Ace of Cups. You already know that there's emotion here. That's the thing. And you're saying, yeah. And here's the deal. I don't know why I wanted to say here's the dealio, Emilio. The Hierophant. Okay. Taurus and Libra energy. You very well could be dealing with a Taurus or a Libra. Does not have to be. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces yet again. I feel like you know that you have a lot of emotion for this up to a high level of commitment here. Or that this is something that could teach you about your own emotions here with the Ace of Cups. Whatever the case is, you're almost now, I feel like the King of Swords is almost wanting to shield himself from this overflowing cup of emotion because he knows exactly where it's going to lead. Okay, this could be you. This could be someone that you're dealing with. All right, whatever the case may be. The Seven of Pentacles here, yeah, this is causing a bit of stagnation. It's almost like with that Two of Pentacles underneath the bottom of the deck to the Seven of Pentacles here underneath the bottom of the deck, you're kind of saying this has hit a plateau. Okay, I'm kind of sitting here. He's sitting, this can be about planting seeds. It can also be about waiting to see if what you have already planted is going to grow. The thing is that it's going to require you to be adaptable to change. The Death card here, this is not about ending something. This is about, it's about bringing forth something from the decay of it all. There's something that needs to be, I feel like it's this very rigid mindset, especially with the Nine of Swords and that Nine of Wands, two nines, which are near completion. The Knight of Wands, see, here's the thing, is that you passionately want to move toward whatever this is. I feel like once you end, there's something here that does need to come to an end, and it could be this overthinking. I really do feel like that. Scorpionic energy here in the Death. What is this Nine of Swords, please, Spirit? What is this Nine of Swords, if you will? What is this Nine of Swords? What is this Nine of Swords? Can I have more on this Nine of Swords, please, Spirit? Yeah, I kind of feel like this is you're talking yourself out of it, or you're attempting to talk yourself out of it. The Five of Cups, yeah, because there is pain here in the past. There's remorse, sadness, and regret. You're saying, yeah, I did. For some of you, I did commit to fudge. Yeah. I did commit to something that I thought was going to be a happily ever after. This Ten of Cups here. Ten of Cups. But what I got instead was this Five of Cups. Sadness, remorse, and regret. And damned if I want to repeat that again. Okay, for some of you, it could have been a high level of commitment. All right, with the Hierophant out here as well. The Nine of Cups. You're almost saying, if it makes me happy... Oh, but you're not entirely sure that it is. And you're kind of almost worried here that it is your personal wish fulfillment. But then we have this sneaking suspicion. I feel like the Death here could be a fear of something ending. If you invest time, effort, and energy into it, that Seven of Pentacles. Pentacles are all about investment of tangible things. That means time, effort, energy, money, whatever the case may be. You're saying, yeah, I run the risk of this ending, and then the Four of Cups, I'm going to feel dissatisfied here. The only way to know, though, with the Page of Swords here underneath of that, you're curious. It's giving me again that kind of, what if I do, what if I don't, what if I try, what if I fly, what if I fall, what if I fail, what if you don't, what if you fly, you know, kind of thing. What if you soar? The only way that you need, what is this Empress? I feel like this could be a person. I also feel like this could be the general energy of being open to, there you go. This could be the general energy of being open to grow things, to allow things to grow here. And what's coming out is saying exactly that. The Ace of Swords, you have clarity here that it's time for you to make a judgment. You may even be having two cards here, the Ace of Swords and the Judgment. This could be very much a spiritual, this could be an aha moment where you say, this is my person. This is what is going to cause me to grow emotionally, to expand emotionally. For some of you, you could be learning about a pregnancy that helps you to make this judgment call. I'm not saying that's necessarily like the right way to make a judgment call, but yeah, it needs to be factored in. For some of you, this is about making a judgment call based on the facts here, that you know that this has the potential here to be something that is long lasting, despite your fear that you may look back on the past and say, oh yeah, but whenever I did this before, it did not end well. Yeah, that was then, this is now. The Knight of Cups here underneath the bottom of the deck. You do want to move toward this and give an emotional offer. The Ace of Wands here, you do have a lot of passion here for this as well. Ace, ace, ace. Okay, we have three aces out here. The Ace of Swords, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. The Ace of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And the Ace of Wands, Leo, Sag, and Aries. So this is saying you have, you pretty well, you have love, you have passion, you have truth and clarity here. So the only issue that I see is that you're overthinking this to the point where you could be talking yourself out of a situation that ultimately ends up being long-term. Then you damn sure would be looking back at the past with sadness, remorse, and regret. The Seven of Wands here, you keep putting this this barrier up, and that's exactly what might happen. I feel like you're coming to that aha moment, though, here with the Ace of Swords and the Judgment. And then the Queen of Swords is also about clarity and foresight. She sees things that are in the future, far away. She has excellent, she's not afraid to cut out what no longer serves her. She's also not afraid to look into the future and see the blunt force, I mean, to be brutally honest with oneself. And I feel like that's the point where you're getting. I feel like slowly but surely your own mind is wearing you down to saying, you know what, fuck this. I'm going to have to go with what I know to be true. To thine own self be true. The Queen of Swords, please, Spirit. What is this Queen of Swords? Okay. That came out on 50-50. We'll take it. The Six of Wands. Yeah. I feel like you see success and victory here at the end of the day. You know that this has the potential for growth and expansion to be very, very successful. What is in a 50-50? The Three of Pentacles. Yeah, there could be other people involved. Okay, this could be friends' advice. This could be family. This could be, okay, I don't want to say third party. I feel like you're wondering if this is going to be a collaborative effort, maybe even. Okay, for some of you, this could be about a job. I don't necessarily see that, especially here with the 10 of Cups, the 5 of Cups, and the Ace of Cups. You gotta really love that job. The Hierophant here as well, okay? I mean, it could be, but yeah, I kind of feel like this is something that you want to make sure that you're on the same page with said person. You want clarity on that for whatever, yeah, I mean, that is important. The Eight of Cups here. This is about continuing on a path, okay? You're leaving some things behind, but you are also walking toward the Nine of Cups, the Ten of Cups. What you need is the Two of Cups to get to the Ten of Cups. We already saw the Nine of Cups come out underneath the bottom of the deck. So the Eight of Cups, the Nine of Cups, and then the Ten of Cups here. So you're on your way. It's just you need those two extra cups. What we do have, though, here is the Lovers underneath the bottom of the deck. You are getting clear on the low key. Underneath the bottom of the deck, yeah, Gemini energy. I feel like that full moon in Gemini is going to be quite illuminating. It's interesting because I do see the moon here in the Eight of Cups, and then the Knight of Swords here. Yeah, the Tower. This feels like it's a sudden, abrupt kind of illumination that comes upon you. The Tower, Scorpio, and Aries. It's like a tower moment. It's a good tower moment, though, because it provides you with this clarity. It's almost like, I hate to say this with the Eight of Cups, but it's almost like you're preparing to walk out the door when it hits you. And you're like, I can't leave. I can't. I want to. I can't. I can't. Because I do have feelings for this person, and they're real, and they're honest. Up until this point, I feel like you've been doing your best to think your way out of this, or to talk your way out of this. Let's see what the oracles have, please, Spirit, if you would. Where are we at on time? 16. Okay, there it goes. Do keep in mind that at the end of this week, I will be traveling, and then next week, I will be back in the regular studio. Just FYI. What have you to say, please, Spirit? What is it that we need to know? Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. All right. What can I burn? Make the choice that you will no longer let the past define you. Pick up your pen. What will you, what will the next chapter look like? Yeah, for some of you, you're in the process of walking away from something that was sad and disappointing. And you're saying, yeah, that I definitely don't want to repeat. I want to make sure. The thing is, there can be no guarantees in life. There really just aren't. Even whenever you walk out the front door, you could slip on some ice, bust your ass, break an ankle or a hip or something like that. There are no guarantees in life, okay? You could choke on a piece of cheese tonight. Just saying. What are the dominant emotions that run my life? I mean, we were just looking at that. We have the Ace of Cups, we have the Ace of Wands, we have the Ace of Swords, okay? What are the dominant emotions that run my life? Lean into what you feel and adjust your life, your values, and your expectations to match your desires. At the end of the day, if you're not moving towards something that fills you with passion, joy, love, all of that, then what are we working for here on this rock? Who am I ready to forgive? You may actually need to forgive yourself for overthinking the situation and possibly getting to a point of fumbling a situation here. Or this could be overthinking something that happened in the past that you realize, yeah, it's time for me to just go ahead and forgive and move on. Write a forgiveness letter, then practice, yeah, I can't pronounce that, while thinking of the person you're ready to forgive. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. Yeah, you don't have to do all of that. You can make a conscious effort to just be at peace with what has happened and forgive yourself here. I feel like that's a big part of this, because I see with the Nine of Swords here to the Five of Cups, it's almost like there is a bit of overthinking an ending that happened quite some time ago, that is preventing you to move forward here. If I had a magic wand and could have anything I desired in life, what would I choose? For me, happiness, joy, contentment, all of those high vibrational energies, okay, that we aspire to. Today, go inward. Your answers lie within. What do you desire? Choose what makes you happy and do that. Stop focusing on the negative and the past. Okay, the past is in the past for a reason. The future is ahead of us, and the present is a gift. That's why we call it the present. I know, it's a lame saying. I've seen it on too many doctors' walls to count. But yes, I feel like if you sitting here overthinking this to the point of exhaustion is not going to give you any more clarity than the clarity that you already have inside your own heart and inside your own intuition. Okay, listen to that if all else fails. What am I waiting for? Someone else to do it for me? Oh, this is the first time that I've seen a smart ass card. I love it. What am I waiting for? Someone else to do it for me? Yeah. No more thinking, only doing. Be brave and you will discover what you were really made of. Sometimes you just have to shut up and nut up. I mean, to be... I'm sorry. Sometimes you just have to go ahead and say, you know, I might fall flat on my face, but you know what? It's going to be worth the... So many freaking lessons I have learned in life have been from mistakes that I have made. You know what? I know what not to do. Just saying. Okay? So, look at every perceived failure, okay, as an opportunity to learn. And you're never wasting your time running into dead ends. They're only learning experiences that help you further on down the road. Okay? That Five of Cups can actually be a learning lesson. Okay, guys, that is what I have for you. Very, very interesting. All right, in the Hierophant, we do have Taurus and Libra energy. We have the Ace of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. The Ace of Swords, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Judgment, Scorpionic energy. We have the Empress here, Taurus and Libra. I've called out the other ones underneath the bottom of the deck, guys. Go for it. I mean, what you're coming to realize here at the end of the day is that being on the same page with a specific situation doesn't have to be a person, but with the Empress here, I do feel like it is. Could be a job, could be a living situation, could be a project. All right, maybe you want to put in a new bathroom. I don't know, but know that you will be successful. Maybe the last time that you tried to put in a bathroom, you felt called to do that. You ended up flooding the entire house. Okay, you have been to Home Depot, you've taken the classes, you've watched a shit ton of YouTube videos, and you can now do it. Okay, believe it and you can achieve it. For others of you, this really does feel like a romantic situation. Okay, if you continue to sit here and wallow in the what ifs, then you're never gonna find out. All right, guys, that is what I have for you. Let me know how and if this resonates with you in the comments down below. Like, share, subscribe if you have not yet already, and if you want a more in-depth personal reading with me, the link to book that is in the description box below. Until later, I will see you around. Take care. Mwah.